Hello guys, Inslayerclone here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review, you know. So let's get right, sit back and relax, and yeah. By the way, this is our unscripted video, and so I might be going on and off, a lot of the places. Most of my videos are unscripted, if not all of them are unscripted, so if I do go off, well, you know why, reasons why. So today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Ringu Zero from Japan, or from the 2000s. It's a Japanese movie. It's actually one of my favourite Japanese movies, apart from maybe Perfect Blue. I don't really like. Perfect Blue I can understand from that point of view about we don't know who's watching on the other side of the camera. I can understand that, but I think this film definitely represents the black pill in nature, and this is since it's a black pill channel, I guess. But I'm more white pill now than black pill, but yeah, this is a black pill channel, and I think people in this community can learn from this movie. So the main plot of this film is actually a prequel to the actual Ringu movies from the Japan, from like the first one from the 98 from Ringu. Pretty much the main character called Sadako, I think that's her name, the main character, the main protagonist, and you can call her antagonist, from the first movies as well, but she's the protagonist in this movie. Pretty much examines her life from what she wanted to achieve in life, what she wanted to do in life, and society and their freaking stupid stuff. At the end it just ended up very badly for her. Well, it ended up badly for the people also that tried to kill her. Well, they technically did actually kill her at the end, but but the film is actually it's not really a horror film. It is technically a horror film from it's based on a horror film, but it's not really a horror film. It's more like a drama film, I would say. But yeah, but Sadako is a student that wants to be a part of the freaking, she wants to be like an actor, I guess you can call it, but she was doing stage acting. I don't know I think that's what they call it, and she does have psychic powers and stuff, kind of like I said, from if you played video games like Fear from 2005 with Elma and stuff, you know what I'm talking about with the psychic powers and stuff, and the psychic powers actually made Sadako see visions and stuff and stuff in the background that no one else can see, and sometimes he gets people killed by accident, not trying to kill people, and she wanted just to live a normal life. She wanted to have a boyfriend and do all that societal conditioning that people say, oh, you have to go and work a job and you have to make money, which I don't really want to do. I want to do absolutely nothing in my life. If I had the choice to do anything, I would do absolutely nothing. Just be on my thoughts all day. But that's not how the world works. If I do nothing, I'm gonna be homeless, am I? So, but yeah, all the stuff that society tells Sadako and stuff pretty much has happened, But the main plot that Sadako just wants to be in the play and stuff, and it kind of goes horribly long, and the people on the play, they kind of examine Sadako's past and her visions and stuff, and it comes to a climax where Sadako's beaten to death at the mid to end extension. She gets beaten up by the mob, and they try to kill her. Well, not me. They actually did kill her, but she kind of resurrected when she went to the house. Her home. I think it's her house. I can't really exactly remember. The film's been quite a while, and this is just off by memory that when I watched the film a long time ago. Well, it's not that long ago. Probably like 3 years ago, I guess. This is like 2019, I guess, 2018. But yeah, this is all of memory and stuff, and her spirit started to rise up, and then that's when he saw the psychic powers, her full psychic powers started, and she started to kill everyone that tried to kill her, that actually did kill her in that park, And I think her father, which is, don't remember his name, actually bludgeoned her in the back and threw her in the well, and that's the end of the movie, and she gets locked up in the well. Which, if you know the first film if you watch the first film, the first Ringu film, you probably know this because it is explained. And this is just like the prequel of Sadako's life, So from a Blackpill perspective, how society treats. Well, of course, Sadako is a woman, but if this is just how men are treated in society in general. Most men are treated like this, but of course this is a movie, and most movies are fiction, and they kind of have to, this is how they play it as, but this is actually the realities of men. If you don't step out of line, you're gonna get bludgeoned or beaten by the mob, But I do really like this movie. It's a fantastic movie, and it actually represents somewhat parts of my life, of Sadako as well. I kind of wanted to be a part of society. I tried a lot to be part of that normie society, but I completely failed at it. I absolutely failed at it. And it's the same thing over again, isn't it? That society always to talk about embracing people's differences, like when it comes to like race or gender or something. But people that have higher purpose, maybe higher ego, maybe not ego, but higher purpose, maybe higher spirituality, they always get isolated, bogged down, or like casted out, and called a mental ill person or something. Like we've seen with Kanye West today. I'm not saying I support 100% Kanye West. There's some stuff that I disagree with him, but you're seeing how the society is treating him now, with him calling him sick, mentally ill, crazy, and stuff, because he's saying stuff that he knows himself. He's been in that circle. But that's how they're doing now. Many other people in history, they talk about all this stuff. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to speak. I don't want to go off topic against the film, but you're seeing it right now with Kanye West. You're seeing it with lots of other people right now that they might say something, and society deems them as bad, and they beat them up, or dangerous, or they might get someone killed or something, and they just beat them up into a pulp. But from the movie's perspective, I really did enjoy this movie. I definitely recommend it. You must watch. It's not that long of a movie. It's only about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So it's not that really long of a movie. It does have some horror parts to it, but it's not like the original film. It's mostly during the end. It's mostly during the end where Sato her spirit rises up again and starts killing people, innit? So yeah, and from a Blackpill perspective, I can relate to Satoko, because they tell people like us, particularly maybe people that didn't fit into society's standpoint, maybe morally or socially or whatever, economically, they're a crazy person. When people like to be on their own, right? They are like classed as crazy individuals, weirdos or something, you know. And they'll always tell you to go to the therapist, which Saka did go to the therapist in the movie, you know. She went to the therapist, still didn't help, you know. Doesn't help, you know. It's just like, you know, the Joker, you know, he goes to the therapist in the Joker movie. Doesn't change his stuff. They don't really care. They're just here to give you the medicine. That's what it is, you know. But yeah, I think this is. I'm gonna end this video. I think this is all I gotta say. Story-wise, it is a. I mean, you can see the. You can see it from a mile away, but it is a relatable story, I guess. From if you are like a Blackpill individual, I guess. I give it a 7 out of 10 out of when it comes to story. I mean, and stuff like that, and I do like the locations the cameras are recorded, which is mostly in Japan, of course, because it's a Japanese movie. And I guess I do like the aesthetics they use with this movie, I guess, you know, compared to like, you know, modern movies where they just have all this colourful. I mean, I probably do a rant on that about why I hate modern movies. I mean, just like modern video games, I hate modern video games, and I'm gonna do a rant about that as well, because I truly hate modern movies. I feel like they have to put all this muck onto it, like all this HD filtering and stuff, just to make it look realistic, you know. But that's just a little something, I guess. Nothing really gonna affect the movie, I guess, when you're watching it. So, but yeah, I give this movie an 8 out of 10, I guess. I mean, it's not one of my favorite, I guess, Japanese movies. Out of all the Japanese movies I've watched, I mean, I've not watched a lot of them. Actually, I've watched at least 3 movies so far. I've watched Jinro the Wolf Brigade, Striker, which is an anime movie, both anime movies, Akira, and Perfect Blue, and which are all anime movies, but I guess they're still classed as Japanese movies, I guess. And what else? I guess the Ringu, the first Ringu movie, I guess. I've watched, and yeah. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, I would say this one's definitely one of the best. Well, I would say one of the best. I think Jinro the Wolf Grid, I would say, is the best out of all the Japanese movies I've currently watched, which is anime, which is classed as anime as well, including anime. I would say Jinro the Wolf Brigade is my favourite out of all of them. This one's second, I would say, you know. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this review of this movie. I mean, it is kind of upside down. I didn't really explain that much of the entire plot about, you know, Sato's, all the other characters, but the main character really is Sadako herself, you know, and the visions that she has with her sister, you know, which is, she gets visions of her, you know. And yeah, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it, and subscribe.